sounds like unearthly moans coming from Jakarta, Indonesia. Weird phenomenon of the Earth's eerie sounds, moaning, paradoxical sounds that sound like trumpets from the sky, but without being clear from where they're coming from. And it has not stopped. It seems that people are still being terrorized by these sounds because they're unexplained. They don't know where they're coming from. And this time they're coming from Indonesia. This is what happened back in September of 2015, early in the morning, and it caused panic among the residents. The sounds looked like a deadly snare heard by many by many people across the planet in recent years. Some theories have been proposed as to what may be causing them. None have been able to provide a reasonable explanation, not even an approximation of an explanation. And in some people's opinion, they have nothing to do with signs of the coming of Revelation that we perceived in the book of John in the New Testament. These lamentable sounds in the sky, and for no apparent reason, are not a modern phenomenon, and they were also heard in ancient times as well. According to the Greek Diadrastika and Plutarch in their books, the historical library and Scylla, respectively, seem to give perhaps a more satisfactory interpretation, albeit with a metaphysical specification. They explain the phenomenon as metavolitu genus, in other words, a change in human status, let's put it that way, quote unquote. The universe is giving birth. The universe it says here is 8. I don't know what that means. But like all has a limited life, and when it's nearing its end, it sighs. It makes a sign, and the end of the old, the rebirth of the new. And if we combine this information with what Angel Rose O'Grady, a woman with remarkable ability to access the Acacian archives, seems to have predicted about what these archives reveal to us, we might be able to decide that we're on the verge of this new change in our epoch. And that's what some people from ancient Greece seem to think it was, that the universe is moaning or groaning with these very eerie, unexplained sounds. Eerie sounds. And it reminds us some kind of a hymn or a chant, which is of course really hair-raising. But that's what the article says here. I'm translating from a Greek article for you. But let's keep in mind that we also have Earth. The Earth also groans when there's gas being emitted from underground fissures or fault lines or areas where we have volcanic activity. For example, a lot of people that live in the area of Kansas in the United States don't know that they have diamond spewing mines under there, kimberlite volcanoes, and that there is magma underneath that area from the Kawina fault because of the mid-continental rift. There is magma under there, going all the way from the Great Lakes, like a horseshoe, going into Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, on the west, in the central United States, and towards the east. That horseshoe, the other part of it, the eastern part, goes through the New Madrid seismic zone. And I've done various videos. You can check back a little bit further back, a few videos on that. We've talked about that many times, that there's magma there. And there is a chance of the gas having to release itself, and it makes noise. it also makes trembling. There are people that say sometimes they hear booms and their houses shake, and there's no sonic, no supersonic craft flying above. It can be the earth. So that's the translation from this. The earthquakes, moaning, and the strange sounds in the air, in the skies, from ancient Greeks and antiquity and archaeology. They tell us that it's the signs of a new age coming, and that's why there's moaning and groaning from the skies. Okay, tell me what you think. Please leave your comment. Thank you for supporting my channel. Subscribe and share. Thank you so much. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Jakarta, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.